Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time.
Still so weird seeing Franco Colapinto.
It is time.
The Principality.
Yeah,
How many DNFs are we getting, Ethan?
quite a few.
Go on, put a number on it.
I don't... It's hard to put a number on it.
That's what predictions are for.
3! I reckon we're gonna get 3.
Oi. A C6, that's the softest compound.
Yeah.
Be
4,
zooming around the track.
we got a prediction for 4 DNFs today.
Oh, I'm gonna stand on 4.
You're standing on 4? I rate that.
Yep.
Guys, this is...
10 place penalty for Ollie Behrman was so bad.
That's brutal, hey. That's really brutal.
Yeah.
But also, like... Fair enough. Am I
Give me
going...
Antonelli.
I'm going bold if Lance wins, by the way.
Oh, I'll go bold if Nico Hulkenberg wins. Or gets a top 3.
Nico Hulkenberg. For some reason, my
Yeah.
brain was like Nico Rosberg. By the way, what are you up to on your screen? I'm looking at 12th and 11th.
9th and 10th.
Yo, give it a pause for like half a second.
Alright.
Wait, I'll tell you when 8th comes up. Now.
Yep. What about 6th?
I'll tell you when. 3, 2, go! There you go. Am I showing the actual track or no? Unfortunately, no, I can't. I will get in a lot of trouble. I don't really feel like...
Yeah, then have the desktop audio in the background as well.
Yeah, don't have the desktop audio on, lads. We will get in trouble. I'm here today with my boy Charles Galvardon, the legend.
Hello.
Yeah, but
thank you.
yeah, no, my boy's a legend. He's obviously streaming. Are you streaming? You're streaming, right? Oh no!
Yeah.
Wait. Oh yeah, your band's expired. That's good.
Yeah, 48 hours of torture, mate.
Yeah. What's your screen looking like? You got just little face cam popped up.
Yep, with Lewis Hamilton.
Good man. I thought Charles was racing. You mean I thought Charles was racing? I get it. No, Charles is here with me right now.
Oh yeah.
At the other Legend Rose. Oh yeah, Legend Rose. My favorite Legend. Woo. Here we go.
It'd be a fun race. I love Monaco.
Mate, absolutely. Look at that. Let's go. Come on.
Will your chat grab their pitchforks if I say I've been a Lando Norris fan since 2020?
Guys, will you grab your pitchforks? Is that gonna happen now?
Are you gonna grab your pitchforks, chat?
Chat. Mate. Oh dear. Don't worry, Charles, I'm a Lando fan too, says Rose. Unlucky, Rose. You poor soul.
No. I'm glad that someone else can resonate with me. I feel like he's a bit overhated.
He is. I feel bad for him, man. But I'll tell you what.
Him and Stroll are the most overhated drivers on the grid.
The Stroll hate is forced, and I stand by that, and I'll die on that. I'll die on that hill.
Yeah.
He's such a nice lad. He
Yeah.
You can
Have you seen those videos, right, of where that kid walks up to him and says, "Lawrence, what's your favourite food?
Yeah, and he remembers
Your
him.
favourite drink?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a nice kid. He's just super awkward.
Here we go then.
Formation
Getting
lap.
underway.
Charles, let's do some code commentary here. We're gonna cook.
Oh.
I've got
Time to
my
get things underway.
yeah, I've got my crofty commentary on minimal. Like I can barely hear it. Oh wow.
I'm getting overstimulated right now. I'm trying to look at the chat, and then I've got the voices in the background.
Yeah, that's why I have them
God.
right low so that I don't hear myself or hear them while I'm trying to speak myself. Barry, welcome along. It's cooking time. TikTok, out of curiosity, can you hear the music in the background? And can you hear Charles when he's talking? I just want to double check that all my audio is cool.
Oh, look at you being fancy with your music.
Yeah, we've got the F1 theme build up and starting grid. Rose, can you hear it as well on Twitch? Just double check these things.
Oh, the F1 movie in the background.
Oh, mate. Yeah, what do you think of coming to the F1 movie?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm so hyped. I don't care how shit it is. It's an F1 movie.
Yeah,
I can't wait for it. It's gonna be cold.
I'm also looking forward to it. Strangely, it's gonna be the sort of thing. Whereas if you can just appreciate it for the fact that it's like not going to be lore accurate, then good. You know, if you go into it expecting it to be spot on the whole way through, you're gonna be disappointed. I'm sure, but I'm not. So lucky me. Oh dear, here we go. Round the final corner. Come on, Lando. If Lando gets...
So are you on the face cam right now, Piastri?
Yeah. Quad lock. See that little quad lock thing? Hashtag Sponny. Wearing my Oscar jersey right now. You've got this, Barry. Bring it home. Bring it home, Oscar. Crikey. Here we go.
Let's go then.
Christian Horner, what do you be thinking if you're Christian Horner right now, Charles? Obviously, you've got Max starting in P5 and Yuki Tsunoda. There's Lando's mum. Yuki Tsunoda starting in P12 right now. Well, like
I'd be questioning how to actually get a good second driver because it still baffles me how they've gone through an entire generation of junior drivers and still found someone.
I mean, you've got both of the second team drivers getting into Q3. While
So let's put Liam Lawson in the red.
Yeah.
Wait, we've already done that.
Yeah.
Let's go to Hadjar. Wait, that's just going to ruin his career.
Yeah, exactly. It's a sad one, isn't it, really? All right, then. Yeah. Final few cars are approaching the grid now. The safety car, or the medical car, I should say, is at the back. I'm about to drop in.
Highlander lives such a good life.
Mate, he does. He's a funny lad. All right.
Oh, here we go. 5 lights. I'm hyped.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights are on, and we are racing. Go!
Oh, it's a side by side. That's turn 1.
Lando's already going to have him here. Oh my God, Lando's locked up.
Oh.
Oscar's going to keep it.
No,
Max,
fine. They got through.
Max had a great start there. He's up in a P4. He's got wait.
Oh, Charles Leclerc's going to try to dip down.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Never mind. It was Hamilton's grid place penalty that I've not counted in for. Hadjar in P5 is mental. How about that? Lando will be happy with that.
To finish P5.
You know what? I reckon he's got a fair chance. Deary me. Well,
Hadjar needs more love.
He does, and Hamilton's dad's providing it, thankfully for him. The Mercedes, they make contact there.
No, getting real close though.
Is that Antonelli further back? Yeah, so it's Antonelli
down the inside. Oh, he's in the wall.
Oh dear, that's not ideal. That's Nico. No, Bortoletto.
Oh, it's Bortoletto. Bortoletto has not been cooking. Damn it.
Oh, you've got to feel for him. I laugh not because of Bortoletto, but because one of my friends is a journalist, and she is a huge Bortoletto fan, and she's like since the start of the year she's been saying, "Oh no, he's gonna cook, and I feel really bad."
Bortoletto
he's got going again though. He is back, so this is going to be a pit and a front wing change. Surely, I mean, there's no way you get out of that without a broken front wing, but. They haven't yet put double waved yellows in Sector 3. Yuki Tsunoda's into the pits already. There you go. There's your virtual safety car. It had to be done.
Yeah, and they got 2 pit stops, so...
That's smart, actually. That's actually really smart. I tell you what, that is super great strategy call. Because not only is that... I'll tell you right now, Tsunoda is scoring a truckload of points. So he's done his first pit stop with a 10-second gain, or more or less a 10-second gain, because the virtual safety car, obviously you're going to gain a lot of time. Now he's going to go a one stop from here, which is honestly optimal strategy. And you've got the clear air in front of you because it's not a full safety car. So Sonoda will have... just look how much space he's got to the car in front. Okay, only 7 seconds at the end of that. But he's also served the pit stop, and he will have enough clean air to get something of an advantage. So from
the replay now, Bortoletto. That's always going to end in tears. Look at that. Why on earth would you make that move? That's not going.
In all fairness, that's not Bortoletto's fault. Yeah.
Awesome up at 10:30 watching Monaco Grand Prix. Can't miss the no overtake Grand Prix. That's so real.
BTN is back.
Real Panzer.
We've not had BTN for a while there. Welcome back, BTN. This is scary. Leclerc is right on Lando's tail. Yeah, but yeah. It'll be interesting to see. Do they? They're not going to pit, are they? No. If you're Oscar, do you try it? Nah.
No, because you got a championship to lead.
Yeah. Well, Hamilton might? No, I just... Surely more people will try this. Because you can one stop from here.
It shouldn't be on for too much longer, surely.
That's a good point. You'd hate to get stuck in it and lose your gain. Panda Wagwan. How do we merge chats, by the way? I know that there's a way to do it. I just don't know how. We'll figure it out.
We can just talk over each other. It's all good.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Norris almost locked up in the beginning. I think he did lock up in the beginning.
Yeah,
he had quite a large lock up. Turn 1. That was concerning. Almost carouseled into the side of Charles Leclerc there. Wouldn't have been too bad for Piastri.
Ocon in 8th is kind of wild as well, and Alonso in 6th. You're starting to see the Newey effect.
The Newey effect, merely his presence is enough. Like, he hasn't realistically done a whole lot for this car.
Yeah, hasn't done anything yet, and he's cooking.
But just
thank you so much, Panzer, for the follow. Much appreciated.
Panda is a real one.
7 now. Panzer.
On, sorry, I can't see. I can't see.
Jay.
Panzer, you're a real one. Oh, Jeff Bezos.
Oh, Jeff Bezos is here.
Oh, Jeffy boy. What a legend.
That's the highlight of the race.
It is. Well, I mean, I think we've already seen one of the highlights. We've got an incident. Not that I want incidents.
I mean, you want small incidents because that's what kind of gets you
a little bit of action.
That's what's a bit exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just had a bit of action. Who went in the barrier? It was Gabriel Bortoletto.
It was, yeah.
Because was it Russell who decided to find a move?
It was in fact Kimi.
In the tightest part of the track. It was Kimi.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, they're showing the replay now. See a big lockup, nearly a Formula 2.
It was indeed very close, very very close.
And it was another McLaren.
Oscar's done well there to not let Verstappen get around him, I'll be honest. Verstappen looked very eager there. But he also watched Formula 2 and knows not to try it.
Yeah, oh, that was a big lockup.
Yeah.
He didn't spin that then.
I was going to say.
Lockup was quite short.
Yeah, he's done very well to get the wheel spinning again and not go deep.
Oh.
Unlike me when doing my my first lap of Monaco without until I crash. Which
ACC streams.
By the way, that first one is obviously a bit. That's a meme, but then the rest. You know what? I rate it from Kimi, but also
I can see the vision.
He just didn't quite get it slowed down in time. VSC ending now. We've got Lando to lead the way. I'd love to see the deltas. That'd be something I'd love to see, because Leclerc and Piastri have quite the gap, and I just wonder if Piastri got caught lacking there a little bit. Because when the virtual safety car was called...
If Leclerc wins this again, I think there might be... They're going to have like a bank holiday on this day if Leclerc wins 2 in a row.
Every Monaco Grand Prix weekend from here on out is just a bank holiday. It probably is, realistically. Like...
And you got the Indy 500 on in a moment as well.
Oh, yes, I can't wait.
At like 11:30.
I can't lie. I will not be watching it, unfortunately.
Can't lie. I might be tapping in.
You might have to. I just haven't yet got into IndyCar. It's one of those things. It's hard to get into a sport, especially when it's another terrible time zone event that I don't want to add to my life.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But I mean, for what it is, I think IndyCar is great.
Yeah.
Because what they consider a very dominant season was, I think, last few years when some drivers have won like 6 races out of 18. That's considered a pretty dominant season.
Yeah, it is pretty close.
Yeah.
Some would argue better racing, but also then some people would say that about supercars as well. I just want to point out, Ollie Behrman, I thought he'd done a 2-stop because, looking at the track map, the gap from him to Tsunoda, he didn't. He's just somehow dropped 20 seconds to Gasly. What happened? Did he have a really slow pit stop or something? I don't get it.
I got no clue.
Because
something to look out for.
Yeah, he's stopped. I mean,
was he held up by Bortoleto?
Yes, you make a compelling point. Yeah, he might have been behind him and unable to get through. But shocked that it's a 20 seconds worth. I'm literally just tuning in. How did Yuki drop so low? Well, he's pit already. So there was a virtual safety car early on, and they're mandated to do 2 pit stops. So a couple drivers from Tsunoda, Gasly, Behrman, Bortoleto now only have to pit one more time. Granted, Bortoleto was the one that crashed, so, you'd probably rather not doing that. But, not too bad. You might be... who's Charles? Charles is the man that I am co-commentating with, so to speak.
Hello. Can't wait for F1 25 to drop, then play Monaco like a madman. Ethan, what do you think of F1 25? Is that a cop?
Absolutely. It's always a cop. It's content. Speaking of, Charles, we got to do a co-op career mode. We gotta
Yeah, alright.
We gotta run some content.
Run it up.
Yeah.
Maybe some ACC as well.
Mate, I am so ass. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
There we go. Ollie Behrman, fastest man on track right now. Attaboy.
Ooh.
Mate, best lap, 15.5. Yeah, but he was 3 seconds a lap quicker than the front leaders. Why? On hards. What's he doing? Hang on. Because, okay, Norris is in clear air on mediums. How is he 3 seconds slower? 4 seconds, 3.5. I don't get it. Or are they just conserving their tires heaps? Bro, Behrman's flying. Crikey.
Wait, I'm lost here.
So yeah, Ollie Behrman last lap was 4 seconds quicker than everybody else. You know how I said Ollie Behrman had a 20-second gap?
Have they gone off the virtual safety car?
Like 2? 3? So realistically, Norris, Leclerc, Piastri, they got 3-lap-old mediums. Behrman's on 1-lap-old hards, and he's 3 seconds a lap quicker. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm a bit lost.
That Haas is a rocket ship. I mean, to be fair, Ocon is all over Hamilton. All over is a bit of an extension. It's all over for Monaco speak, okay? So he's clearly not too slow there. This will be interesting.
Panzer, I think you might be right. I'm not gonna lie.
What's the call from Panzer?
Well, he thinks he recognises me from when he played table tennis against me like 2 years ago.
I read it. Seems possible. You played table tennis?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I've played table tennis.
There you go.
Fair few games in my time.
That'll do it. Yeah, Monaco is virtually impossible to overtake. Yes. Lando just needs to take it slow. Don't do anything stupid, and you should be okay. Kimi Antonelli will
very likely be me, Panzer.
Yeah. Where's this
Is there going to be now
little
like
train?
a DRS train?
Yeah. It's always the case, isn't it? I'm surprised there's no DRS in the tunnel, to be honest.
Yeah, but they're going around.
You know what? It is a corner, hey.
You know what? If they want to improve Monaco, they should add DRS in the tunnel.
I'll be honest. I take it back. Oh, yellow flag! Yuki Tsunoda!
Yellow flag.
And Lance Stroll? Was it? Tsunoda's dropped back, Gasly's dropped back.
No, is it Behrman?
No.
Oh.
Oh, it isn't. It is Gasly. Mate, he's
How has that happened?
He's bringing it home. He's bringing it home. Mate, who needs fucking 4 wheels? No, don't. You're just spewing debris everywhere.
Oh,
I tell you what, he's gonna get in a lot.
He got no brakes.
He's gonna get in a lot of trouble with the FIA.
Yeah. He's got no brakes, so that's pretty scary to hit the wall then.
I'll tell you what though, he's done incredibly. How is that turning so well?
Yeah, there's no brakes. I wonder why.
That's mental. Oh wait, who's gonna stop him? Boys, help! Stop him! What is he gonna do?
Swerving, mate.
What's he gonna do?
Oh, there's so much debris.
Wait, I wanna see. Oh,
is Verstappen trying to overtake Piastri?
It's green flag. They've got a green flag. Why have they got a green flag?
Ambition. Just for the one sector.
Mate.
Just for the one sector.
So the the mechanics had to like get behind him. Where's the VSC? You can't leave yellow double.
That's crazy.
So it's green for one sector and then double wave yellow for just that tiny area of where it is. You can't be doing that because people are going to be coming in hot.
He's spewing debris everywhere.
Jeez.
The second they got out of that sector, Verstappen was trying to beeline it past Piastri.
Yeah. So Pierre Gasly, let's have a look. It was Yuki. Yeah. Yeah, so it's his front left. Do you think he tried to go down the inside here?
Oh, that was like Charles Leclerc.
Oh my god. Oh, he's done really well not to hit his teammate. He has indeed.
Where's the bromance, man? Damn it.
Oh.
Oh.
Mate, I tell you what, Lance Stroll almost lost his tyres there. That front wing, if that front wing slides underneath Lance Stroll, pop, in the air he goes. Oh,
and
mate.
Tsunoda's fine. That's a tank of a
Holy crap.
Is he an idiot?
No, I mean, yeah, but his brake is just, you don't know that, yeah. He hit him so hard. How has he not got suspension damage? I mean, obviously Gasly's got suspension damage. I heard Tsunoda. Like, wow. Yeah, Gasly,
Thank you,
well and truly gone. They're not.
Thank you, Panzer.
They're putting a new front wing on.
Understands the Lance Stroll hate is overrated as well.
So they're putting a new front wing on Gasly. Is that just so they can lift it up?
No, I'll put it back out.
Yeah. Mate, Martin Brundle, he knows what's up. He just said the exact same thing as what I did. So where are the yellow flags? Hang on. All right, let me pull up you can see over here, we've got the information. Let me pull this up.
What are they doing? There's debris all over the road, and they've still got a yellow flag.
So pit lane entry is closed. Cool.
Yeah.
They said double wave yellow in track sector 16, so obviously micro sectors. I think that's where the incident collision was, and now it's green. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Track's clear. Sure, they would have got the big piece of front wings gone. There's no way with just a double wave yellow that you've got every little piece though. So you go offline here, and I reckon you're screwed. Like, look there.
You can see the debris to the right.
Yeah, it is there.
Crazy.
And now pit lane's back open again, and Max is all over Oscar Piastri here. This is gonna get a little bit spicy. He's gonna have DRS because there wasn't a safety car, so he's got DRS. Max might get Oscar here if he tries.
Send it into Sandoval.
Yeah. Nah, he'll try and get him up the hill on the exit.
Yeah.
Interesting. Lance Stroller, you found a way to watch F1 for free. Congratulations, you've done well.
I mean, you can watch it for free, but we shouldn't really be really be advising against it. You definitely shouldn't be watching Formula 1 for free if you don't have the money.
Yeah, you shouldn't go onto the internet and look up crack streams or something like that.
You definitely shouldn't just search up on TikTok or Instagram the best places to watch free Formula 1 races. Like Verstappen just went past the debris.
Ooh. That was before this is replay. No?
Yeah. But like you can see the front wing.
Yeah. Mate, that was a big ass piece of front wing. Oscar's trying to pull away now from Max.
Goes hard.
Piastri will, in theory, have to pit earlier, though with the 2-stop, who really knows? Obviously, as it stands right now, look at that. The championship, if it was to end this way, which it likely will, being Monaco, separated by 3 points, the two McLaren drivers, with Piastri finishing third and Lando in first. Sat-nav should be used. Rose, I don't think that would even help Pierre Gasly, because the problem was that he just couldn't stop the car. Not that he didn't know where to go. He didn't do a Nicholas Latifi in Japan.
Did a Charles Leclerc 2019.
Yeah. Up you go, mate.
Tsunoda Gasly incident noted. I don't think there's much to investigate there.
Yes. Fernando, good man. Doesn't think Hadjar respected the yellows. I like it. I mean, yeah, look at the gap that Hadjar's pulled to Alonso through the yellow flags.
Hulkenberg's pitting early.
What's he on currently, his tyres? He's on a medium to a hard.
He's on mediums, now he's going to hard, so he can go to the end of the race, surely.
Easily.
Will he try it?
Not that you can, because it's a 2-stop, but in theory. Because it is his first stop.
Yeah. You think they try to play some soft tyres in here, surely, towards the end?
Yeah, I reckon. It's the sort of thing where if you're forced onto a second set of tyres, you would make it be the soft. Surely.
Yeah.
Though I don't really know what tyre wear's like this weekend. Has it been alright?
Yeah, it's looked alright. I think some people using mediums for quali.
Okay. Well, that means that the tyre wear would be shit, though. Like, it would be damaging. If you're using mediums for quali, surely it must be pretty steep.
Yeah. Good night, Panzer. See you later.
It's Friday then.
Without 5 cans of Red Bull.
It's Saturday, Sunday. What? Speaking of, Lando, we see abrasion on the front left, but similar across all cars. Okay. In other words, it's to be expected. This is just the graining that we are subject to at Monaco.
It makes the tyres look like cabbage.
Okay, here's Colapinto. It's a bit of a slow stop. 2.9 or something like that. 2.5. I am incredibly wrong. Don't take my word for it. I am not a stopwatch. 3 goes Nico Hulkenberg. What an overtake. Pit exit. Oh, mate, Karun, you've cooked there. You said that if Lando pits now, it would come out with 7 seconds of free air. Where would that place him? That's just in front of Lawson and then behind Ocon, I take it. Yeah, that's nice.
Karun made a great analogy the other day. He was talking about Charles Leclerc being disappointed after the Grand Prix, and he said he's as disappointed as a mosquito in a mannequin shop. I
love him so much, man. Karun is the real one.
The analogies are so good.
So Hadjar's in.
Where was I?
Here we go.
Yeah, it's a long story, Remy. Long story.
Hadjar with a stop. He's put on the softs. Here we go. Let's have a look what the soft does.
There we go.
We've been talking about it, Charles, and now it is time. Let's see how long he can go on these softs. Watch the lap time differential. We've also got Tsunoda on this. Oh no, he started on the softs. My bad.
Yeah.
Weird. Gia.
Very.
Gia. Oh, this is not this is not the normal Gia.
No and no.
My boy Remy. Can your chat hear me as well?
Photography, but he's not good as me. I think my chat can hear you.
Chat, can you hear me? Can you hear me, chat?
Remy, can you hear Ethan chat?
Ew. Ollie Behrman still fastest lap. Charles Leclerc radio. What do you want me to do? Keep pushing. Stay out. Let him go. Interesting.
Must be the water.
Stay with Norris. Rems is in my chat now. Yes, you can hear me. Good stuff. Berry, no, different Gia. Who's winning? It is Norris. Lando Norris. You can have a look up here, guys. You can see the starter right here. Lando Norris is leading as it stands. Charles Leclerc a couple seconds back. Piastri a further few seconds back. Then Verstappen. You get the gist. It's pretty close, though, from P9 down to P17. It's a big old train. I like it. Not bad. One bit.
Oh my god, my stream's crashed.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no. Old man Alonso still got that defense. Hey man, don't diss him. Don't diss him. Alonso is the realest. It's
Ocon up to 7th is crazy work.
It is. What happened to Gasly? Oh, big old red ones. He he had a crash.
Calm down, Ethan.
Do I think Charles will win? Who knows? It absolutely comes down to the following. When they pit, do they come out in traffic? Do they have a slow stop? Will there be a crash at a time where they have unfortunately already pit? It simply comes down to that. Your little demon, thank you for the follow. Welcome along. Hope you're doing well tonight. On board with Kimi Antonelli. Alonso's into the pits from P5, trying to cover off the Hadjar move. They're going to put on a pair of hards. So, alternating strategy from Hadjar, who is realistically the biggest rival in this race. Esteban Ocon coming in as Alonso's on the way out. That slowed him down a little bit. So, Hadjar will probably be able to maintain position here, especially considering that he does have the softs on. So, there goes Hadjar. But Alonso knows that gap is only going to come back to him in 10 laps time. So how many laps in are they? They are in fact 17 laps in out of 78. So yeah, where did I get the F1 car in my background from? I can't remember. It was given to me as a gift. Hamilton asking what he needs. He says push now, this is our race. But what do you mean this is our race? Who? Verstappen, who is 7 seconds in front, or Hadjar, who's 17 behind? I'm confused. Yeah, hopefully... Did I see the F2? I didn't watch the race. I was at a friend's house having dinner, but I did see the incident. That was something interesting for sure. Lewis Hamilton right now with pretty decent pace. He is slowly closing in on Verstappen. The question being, is that a difference between Hamilton and Verstappen, or just everyone bunching up? Because Verstappen doesn't seem to be falling off of Piastri. The 2.2 seconds is pretty standard. Alonso getting a bit angry there on the radio. He says he can't push now because Hadjar is in front of him. It is a 2-second gap, but still that is enough to create a bit of dirty air. Stroll's in. I don't understand why Fernando was that upset. I feel like he's okay to give it a little bit of a push. No lie. I don't get it. What happened to Kimi? Hamilton's in box. Here we go. Let's have a look at the stop. Here goes Lewis Hamilton. Hopefully for him a good stop. Nice. Decent stop. He will come out in some decent free air. If you have a look on the track map now, there is a nice bit of a gap to the cars behind. You've got obviously that train back from, is it Lawson at the moment? Yeah. But between them, you've got Hamilton to Hadjar. Yeah. Look at the gap from Hamilton then to the first of those not to box. It's Verstappen in P4. It's a 20-second gap now, hey? 33 seconds. How about it? Hadjar is 2 seconds behind Hamilton and has nicely warmed up softs. One of the McLarens is coming in. I'd imagine this will be Piastri. Nope, Lando's coming in. Oh, I see, because he's come on the back of traffic. That's a good shout. Let's see if Leclerc stays out. He probably will. Yes, he wants to alternate strategies. If Leclerc can pick up a dose of DRS and pit just before the traffic is caught up, he could be in here. Charles, how's your stream? Is everything okay?
Do you want me to give you some bad news?
Hit me.
I have received a second copyright strike for breaching of copyright infringement.
What? How?
Streaming multi-viewer. I had my desktop. I'm sending them an email right now because I'm muting my desktop audio. I've got the timings up from F1 multi-viewer, and Remy can vouch for me. It's literally the exact same timings as you've got up, and I've somehow streamed F1 content illegally. I don't know what I'm like trying to figure out.
This makes no
what
sense.
went on now.
Everyone has
But it doesn't make any sense.
everyone has the exact same thing.
I'm gonna do something that I never do. Ready?
That shouldn't take away from the excitement of Fernando Alonso up in 6th.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. That's going in the book of how the fuck did I predict this? Box to overtake Leclerc. Huge.
Box to overtake Leclerc.
Huge, huge, huge. Oscar in undercut territory. Please be a good stop.
Oh, that was a bad stop.
What is it with Aussies in Monaco, man?
That was a bad stop.
Gee.
What is it with Aussies in Monaco?
Yikes. Yikes.
Does that mean Red Bull are gonna
understand Red Bull's strategy at all? Are
gonna
they
possibly
smoking?
get him?
Yeah.
He's done his 2 pit stops.
As winning. Maybe. Oh, slow.
Yikes. Wow. It's not good. Piastri's screwed.
Well, he needs to.
Yikes. Ba 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 ba. What is happening with Oscar's pit stops, man? This is not it. Miri, welcome
Verstappen's
back.
gonna get him.
Absolutely, yeah. At the moment, every time I'm looking at the Williams car, I just think of F2. How about it? Franz Hermann is chasing. That they are. Crikey. I have a feeling maybe I'm not supposed to have the bottom part of it in the stream. We'll find out. Jeez. Okay, so let's be real. Piastri's not winning this race. I also think that I don't need to shave my head because Stroll is not winning.
Do you reckon Hulkenberg still got a chance at the top 3?
Was that your prediction, was it?
No, that's what I said I'll shave my head for as well.
Oh, right, yeah. Top 3, you said?
Yeah.
That's confident, man. I don't think so, no. Do you think we could have a 2 Ferrari podium? Possible. It's possible. Mira, yeah, the Sideman shirt goes crazy. Yeah, Leclerc has dropped Piastri by a fair margin there. That's going to be a 3-4 second gap. Once he gets running. No? Yeah, 5 seconds. Piastri did just set the fastest lap, which is, optimistic signs for him. But you're also looking further up the road, and you've got Verstappen, who's ahead by 17 seconds on Piastri. But Norris, actually only 7 seconds. So maybe it's not too bad. You know, if you drive well enough here, Oscar, you're in for a shout.
Well, he's got a few years on him to win the Monaco Grand Prix.
Yeah. Tad, why is Monaco a mandatory 2-stop? Because I thought that would be better for entertainment value. But we'll see. We'll see. Easton, your sleep schedule is so bad because of F1. Welcome, join the club. It doesn't get any easier. Franz Hermann could lose that.
To America.
Yeah.
Blech.
Franz Hermann would indeed lose the lead if he pits, which he will have to at some stage, unless there's a safety car. Yeah, Oscar's not happy.
You're going to be staying up till 3 AM to watching the Canadian Grand Prix.
Oh, of course. Always.
It's funny when I see European fans complaining about the start times for China, Japan, and Australia.
Yeah, what is it, like 7 a.m.?
Talking about how inaccessible it is. I
Yeah.
can't wake up at 5 a.m. to watch a Formula One Grand Prix.
Pussies. I'd like to see
Get out.
a Leclerc or Piastri win. Norris, good. I'd like to see for his own benefit, but look, as far as my own preference, I obviously want Oscar to win. But then, from there, I'd like Leclerc to win. It is his home race. Rose says, as a Brit, shush. No, tough. You hate it because it's true. That's what I'll say. Oh, dearie me. Ollie Behrman is pushing nice and close in the back of Lance Stroll. Will we see our first overtake of the race?
Well, no, Pierre Gasly overtook Yuki Tsunoda.
True. Antonelli overtook Hulkenberg, but Bortoletto.
Yeah.
If you count it. I mean, has there been any follow-up on the investigation? I don't believe so. Oh, incident between
Are we gonna
Pierre
cut to
and
James
Yuki
Vowles?
will be investigated after the race.
James Vaz is absolutely cooked. Even though he said he was going to focus everything on 2026, they've been going great this year.
Yeah, I mean, Williams is going to be a force to be reckoned with again in the next few years. James Vowles is one of the most intelligent people, as well as a good leader.
Could we see Ferrari, McLaren, and Williams in the fight for constructors in the next few years?
We absolutely could. I'd add Aston Martin into that as well. But just for old time's
go
sake,
back to the 90s
yeah.
and the 2000s.
Mate, it'll be mental to think that like 5 years ago, every race the Williamses were going to be 19 and 20th. It was a battle for P17 between them and Haas for 3 years straight. Williams' only contribution was a crash, and that was why you were happy to see them in a race. Now, you've got two pretty popular drivers that have bucket loads of talent, driving in a car that is capable.
Fan base.
And a really good fan base. If you're a Williams fan and a genuine Williams fan, you, my friend, are not. It's like being an Arsenal fan in today's modern age. You've sat through the depths of hell for years and harassment, and now slowly but surely you're getting your opportunities to have some success.
I'm gonna have to disagree, to be honest.
Impossible. You're a Liverpool fan.
I wouldn't say Arsenal fan. I'd maybe say
Sunderland. Sunderland are back in the Premier League, mate. Sunderland.
Oh yeah, Sunderland fair. Yeah.
Sunderland. That's a fair shout. George Russell is all over the back of signs here. So while James Vowles is talking about Lawson holding up the Williamses, now we've got the Mercedes on the back of the Williamses. It's funny because you heard James say it's a team game. You know, the racing bulls are just creating that gap for the driver in front. But right now, if you're having a look, Albon's got 5 seconds of cushion to Sainz, and is holding up everybody, which is probably going to encourage an overtake attempt, which will in turn probably, let's be real, result in a bit of a crash. So let's see how that goes. Simply, a lockup changes everything. Max coming through the tunnel now. When does he pit, Charles? Yeah, he's talking about his tyres don't look good. I'm not shocked.
When does he pit Leclerc, or when does he pit? Asking me.
Verstappen. Yeah. Oh, but you. When does Verstappen pit? Like, surely.
Surely soon. I thought he would have done it after Piastri fumbled.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like,
in the fastest lap.
But he's also on the back of traffic, which has just let him past. Now you got to come in. He's got to come in. No, he's gone out again. He stayed out. But the thing is, you've got a 2-stop mandatory, so you've got the opportunity to like jump off the tires. But if they use 2 sets of hards, that gets him to lap 66.
Pinto and Bortoletto. So
56. I'm an idiot.
Stops now.
Yeah, he's going to the end. 50 laps on those hards. This will be interesting. Surely you don't... Look, I understand the logic of, okay, cool, we don't want to pit again. But also...
But he's not exactly going to get overtaken, is he?
Well, we'll have to stop a fair few times for blue flags. Yeah, Max
you
is
don't really
losing a
have to
lot
worry
of time.
Too much about losing pace at Monaco because it's super difficult to overtake anywhere. If you can get a good exit, then it's pretty much impossible to pass.
Yeah, but that doesn't do you a whole world of good when you're bloody P18. And you don't really want to hold that position so much. You'd rather overtake a bit. I don't know. And also, pitting can be beneficial. Speaking of Max Verstappen right now, he's probably going to do it. He's just got on the back of the Sauber. He's in the pits, yeah. He's just got on the back of the Sauber, more traffic, and then you pit at this time. Obviously, it's optimal, right? If he's going to medium, so that'll be good. Let's see. Does Piastri get past?
Right.
Piastri should get past, surely.
This gives me like Daniel Ricciardo PTSD.
It does, just this camera angle every
Just whenever
time.
I see that, yeah, this shot.
There he is. Piastri gets past.
Oh, it's because he was turning in the fastest laps and Verstappen was just kind of chilling.
Yeah, who would have thought, right? So all this,
they fooled us.
what happened? RB using two teams is rigging cheating. I don't think that Christian Horner's in their ear telling them what to do. I'm sorry.
I kind of understand it though.
Yeah.
Because like imagine if Ferrari had a second team.
They do, technically. Well, not anymore, but...
Yeah, but like the second team they own.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just one big promotion of their clothing brand.
Yeah. Which I haven't seen a lot of lately, to be fair.
No.
Lando Norris. Max needs to pit. McLaren finally choking again. Norris, what are you referring to? I don't understand. Kinky Minaj. Or Kinky Minaj. Kinky Minaj. I love that meme. It's so good. It's top tier. Oh dear. I'd like to see the track map. It's honestly the most interesting thing of the entire race, just to see where the gaps are. Okay, let's do a data check. So Lando is 6 seconds in front of Leclerc. Here you go, Lando radio. Yeah, there's not been blue flags. Is he stuck in between? Oh my god.
Oh.
Lance is... Lance has to let him go.
No, there are no blue flags there, so he's fine.
But why?
Gee.
There we go, there's one for Lance only.
Oh, nearly a crash. Careful.
Okay, so the
You're
blue
not gonna make
flags...
it any easier for yourself if you crash.
Yeah. Is Charles going faster than Lando? Yeah, because Lando's stuck in a world of traffic. Oh, hello. Ollie Behrman. He's going kind of slow. He's kind of going a bit slow. Did he damage his floor?
No, it's fine.
There you go. Ollie's going to have to let... that's screwed Ollie over. He's going to have to let Claire down on the pass on the straight. Oh, dear. At least he can try and follow Charles through, but I don't think he'll have much luck. Here you go. This is through the swimming pool. Well, she's taken way too much curb. Oh, he's had a slide. He's done well to not overcorrect.
I do that on F1 24 all the time.
Real. How unstable is your setup? Oh my god. The oversteer. Here we go. Blue flags, watch. So now Kimi Antonelli's next. And you might be thinking, hey, how did you know it was Kimi Antonelli and not George? Because he started behind George, and that's all she wrote. He clears one of them. George next, then Carlos. So where is Leclerc? Is Leclerc in the back of this? Yeah, he is. This is so stupid. Let's be honest. Hang on, let me pull up my pillow and just go real quick.
Well, they kind of showed the blue flags for a bit.
Oh, there you go. There's another one for... You got past Russell. Oh, and he's going to get the double. Oh, he got a double. He got the double overtake. Did you see that? What a move around the outside. He's got Carlos Sainz in the same move as George Russell on the exit of the final corner. What a move. And then Leclerc's finally got past the first one. Leclerc saying this is a joke. Yeah, simply you are right. And Oscar's now on the back of it. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. It's really hard though, because like obviously you want to do it in the most efficient way possible. Oh dear.
Crofty saying ban blue
Yeah.
flags.
We've
I mean, I kind of like the system they've got in WEC where it's all about the faster driver to get around the slower driver, like the hypercar drivers who get around the GT drivers, and they know what the GT drivers are gonna do.
Yeah, but there's not quite this amount of a difference. That amount of a difference in F1. Like, obviously, the hypercars are quite a bit quicker.
Like, and that's a bit difficult to get completely out the way in Monaco.
Yeah. Well, this thing is with the hypercars is that it's just a matter of just foot to the floor down a straight and you'll pass them. Whereas obviously here it's not quite such an easy experience.
But yeah, it'll be like that when you're at Silverstone.
Yeah, a little bit more, yeah.
Or like
Is Monaco better to drive than watch? Well, I hate to be the guy, but I've never actually driven Monaco in real life. Verstappen says... Max Verstappen, ever the comedian. My shifts feel like Monaco Grand Prix 1972.
Is that specific?
Yeah, he's driven it. Yeah, he's fresh out the... No, not even. Nah, he was well before his time. When was Max was born in the 90s, no? Yeah, it would have been. He's not even 30 yet. Yeah, he would have been in the 90s. Mate, if you were born in 1990, you are 35. Crazy.
What?
Yep. Mental. Unk status for real. I mean, compared to you, I'm Unk. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're kind of edging towards the Unk status.
I'm 20.
In perspective to me.
Yeah.
Because I think it's... I don't know how to explain the Unk status.
Yeah, it's relative. It's relative. It's like if you're out of touch slightly with what they're sort of on about, then you become Unk.
But is it by how many years older you are, or a percentage?
I don't know. I think it's just based on a couple things. I don't know.
Like
I really don't know.
If you're 20 years old,
yeah,
are you gonna say 25% older or 5 years older?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you measure it in years or percent?
Probably, I don't know. Probably just years. I will point something out to you. So remember earlier we had Hadjar in front of Alonso and the gap was about 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Hadjar has stopped again, going to the end now, and he's 11.5 seconds behind Alonso. So
he could finish 6th.
Yeah, he should do. Yeah.
Yeah, but I want Fernando to have a little bit of happiness, man.
He'll have a point-scoring weekend. That's progress. Stroll's not gonna obviously do much. It is Monaco, so you're not gonna get any much higher than 16th at this point. Oh, there is a...
I think Stroll could win this.
If he does, I go bold, remember, so you never know. In the F1 game, it's so easy to win the Monaco Grand Prix because you can just deliberately DNF everybody. There we go. This is the snooze fest, right? So,
yeah.
I'd like to see the timing. It doesn't even show that they've had problems with it all year round, with the microsectors not properly coming up. So, when they're not showing the thing on the left-hand side, it's more than likely that they've just got issues with it and it's not accurate, so they'd rather not show it.
It's also because it's like completely different in Monaco because it's such a small space.
Yeah. Here we go. It's back. So Verstappen to Piastri is 2.5 seconds. I reckon that's because Max hasn't yet crossed any of the traffic, right? Has he? I'd like to see the track map. Let me see the track map.
No, he's in the middle of it. He's got past one of the Saubers.
Oh, that's
to get past.
Okay, I've got the track map up now. I can have a look. Okay. Okay, his track map. So you've got Norris has so much clear air. The next driver in front of Lando is Ocon. And that is a matter of like a 10-second gap. Or maybe like, yeah, 8 or 9 seconds. And then Piastri's got Lawson next. And then after that, clear air to Leclerc. Verstappen's through that big traffic. So that's all relative
what
now.
a shot from like
That is
15 stories up.
That is a really nice shot. My only criticism is I can't see what's happening all that much. It's a lovely
You're
shot.
telling me you don't have a pair of binoculars at the ready?
No, I actually don't. And also, I don't think it make a difference because I'll just be looking at pixels on the screen. But anyway, you know, I like your idea. It just wouldn't work. Oh, here you go. Wow, we got another lapped car overtake, and Yuki Tsunoda's next to be overtaken by Hamilton, I believe that is, right? Yeah.
Norris, Leclerc, and Piastri have been overtaking so many cars.
Yeah, no, it's great. Oh, blue flag's number 22. Shit, I wouldn't have thought that, actually. I thought that maybe they were racing. I don't know.
I love that shot through the fence. Holy.
It's great, especially when someone rubs right up against it on the exit.
Yeah, they had it with last year when Perez and the two Hasses had a disaster class.
Yeah, obviously slightly different spot on the track, but
yeah, that was a good shot though. I think they used it like 5 times in Drive to Survive.
Of course. Always Bortoletto's in again.
Why? He's trying to do a Jensen Button.
Is he trying to create more traffic or something? I mean, he's got plenty of space. And that Stroll is behind him. He's about to get lapped by Stroll. Huh? Or is that Alonso? It is Alonso. Okay.
Yeah.
Alonso's got on the radio to him and said, "Excuse me, I am your manager. Can you give me some DRS, please? Give me a toe." So Alonso has not done his second stop, and he is 14 seconds. No, it's more than that. He has to be more than 14 seconds behind Hamilton. Hamilton's well gone.
Yeah, it's been quite a bad weekend for Mercedes. One of the worst they've had in recent memory.
Not ideal at all. Ava, thank you for the follow. Much love.
Thank you, Eva.
Yeah, thanks, Ava. What is there to talk about here? The race is so boring that they're showing the number graphics on the left-hand side just for a bit of something different.
Oh, boring.
Hamilton W? He's done all right. Oh, Alonso, engine issue.
Oh,
but it's fine.
A bit of a...
No, it doesn't.
Oh, no.
No, it's totally fine.
Oh, thanks, Fernando. We wanted you to park in the middle of the track.
No, I'm so upset. Oh, I feel so bad for him. Oh, he's going to be fuming.
What?
Oh, my God.
What did you say, Ethan?
He's
points?
He's so unlucky.
I said, you never know.
Alonso!
I want this man to retire with another win.
Alonso, please.
I hope he's around for 2026.
He
and they
will
challenge
be.
for a championship.
Mate, Fernando, please. Oh, I feel so bad for him. Heartbreaking.
I can't believe this. The car blows up again.
GP2 engine. Not next year, there won't be. Next year, they've got their own engine. Honda Powertrain X Aston Martin. Will they call it Aston Martin Powertrain? I wonder.
Being a McLaren fan, I'd rather not talk about Honda.
Well, sensitive subject. It was, in fact, an engine failure of some variety. I don't know what.
Oh my gosh.
On board with Carlos Sainz right now. He's absolutely flying. 12 seconds to his teammate.
Hasn't pitted yet.
He's not pitted yet. Which means when he does, he's fucked. Him and the Mercedes haven't pitted yet.
Oh, Norris. The gap to Leclerc is 5.0. If we can use some more pace, we should please. That's a very great observation there.
I'll tell you what.
If we want to get ahead, we need to use more pace.
The thing is, what do you mean get ahead? He's already ahead. They're worried about him getting undercut or something. Is that the situation? I'm sorry, but an undercut around here is not worth 5 seconds. Yeah, heartless.
If you want to be faster, then drive fast, Lando.
I'm
get
very
on it.
upset for Alonso. Rose says, might go to bed. Mate, it's 4 p.m. Shut up. You thought I was talking to AI. Is that really where the world has gone? That's crazy
Am I
that's an assumption now. The thing is, you might even still be. I don't know. You might be AI. Are you AI?
What's something an AI wouldn't say?
Nothing.
Lance Stroll is actually a pretty good driver.
Oi, come on now. Low
There you
blow. Low blow.
I can give you my exact any Formula One take to prove I'm not an AI.
Alright, give us your hottest take. Who do you think
Hottest
will...
take is Alain Prost is the third greatest driver of all time.
Fair enough.
Is that too hot of a take? Is that like a hot take at all?
I
Or
don't know, it's an opinion.
he's better than Senna, that's what I think.
Fair enough. Alonso, the walk of
Oh
shame.
my gosh.
I feel so bad for him, man. I've held that helmet. Well, not that one specifically, but anyway. Shags
Worst start to
followed.
the season
Thank
in
you.
10 years, says Crofty.
Yeah. When would the last one be, do you think?
Yeah, 10 years ago in
What? Thank you, but what team was he driving for?
I think it was, I can't remember.
Wouldn't be McLaren,
He
would
had a
it?
GP2 engine.
Wouldn't it be McLaren?
We should start a conspiracy theory that his GP2 engine was actually a GP2 engine. Like they actually put a Formula 2 engine in it.
I don't think that would fly.
You don't reckon?
No, I don't. Erica says PK is the best F1 driver in history. Hot take.
Really?
I mean, you can say what you want about him as an F1 driver. I mean, some of his political views are probably a little bit questionable.
Yeah, but like, where do you come from the assumption that he is the greatest F1 driver of all time? That's a very hot take.
I don't know. Marley McLaren. Who's winning the driver championship? Well, I'd like to think that Piastri once the dust settles. Yeah. Unbiased. As far
It'd
as...
be the first Australian driver champion since Alan Jones, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. Fangio is the best of all time.
Yeah, but Fangio was kind of around in a time where if you didn't die, you're on the podium.
Yeah. Yeah. It depends on what you define as the best. I think the untouchables are obviously Schumacher, Hamilton, Max now, and if you disagree, you're an idiot. Senna, of course, based on talent. Prost.
I think for Schumacher and Prost, they were around in times where they pretty much competed against almost every great driver you can think of.
Yeah.
Around those eras.
Correct.
Because Schumacher kind of went from the 90s to even the 2010s.
Yeah.
And then Prost was in the 80s, 90s.
Oh, Vettel. Yeah, I can't believe I've not said Vettel. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But then from that point on, we start to trickle into some of the people that are in almost like we're talking S tier and A tier. I mean, obviously, if in the grand scheme of things, most of these people would be S tier, but A tier, you start tapping into the Raikkonens. Alonso's probably questionable whether you pop him in S tier.
I'd pop him in A tier.
Alonso, yeah.
But like a very A plus. He'd be the closest to S.
I agree. Tell me who's that girl just walked in the club. Kimi Antonelli in P12.
Fact.
Yeah.
There was a wild fact I actually found out the other day
Hit me.
about Kimi Räikkönen, and he had a crazy number of pole positions and a crazy run of pole positions in like the late 2010s.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he didn't win a crap ton of races, because one season he got, I think it was 10 fastest laps.
Yeah. He just needed to be left alone a little bit more. I think he knew what he was doing.
And he'd just get third every time.
Yeah. Jones was the last Aussie to win a World Drivers' Championship, says Twisted Plays. Thank you for clarifying. Let's
what is
have
there to talk about, Ethan?
Disney XF1 coming 2026. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't even know what that's about. So,
I
announcement.
have a feeling we could be looking towards... Oh, we've got one of the Williams pulling over. That was team orders.
Letting him by.
Team orders, interesting.
Will Mickey Mouse win the 2032 Disneyland Grand Prix?
Yeah, look, you're gonna have some pretty cool activations. You're gonna see the castle pop up. You're gonna see Oscar Piastri sliding on the exit of turn 1. Oh, he has tapped it again. He's pushing it. He is borderline. Let's see Antonelli here through the chicane. Is this when the Williams swap places? Oh no, he just cut the chicane. He locked up a little bit. That's right, he gave up the time. That's fine. How was everyone lapped? Because it's Monaco. Yeah. I don't really... Yeah, how funny is that? Everyone behind Hamilton is a lap behind. Also, a lot of them have done extra stops. So for Hadjar, Ocon, Lawson, they've done their 2 stops. But also then the gap between Hadjar and Hamilton is 50 seconds, dude. Carlos is P9. He just was let past Alex Albon. He hasn't stopped yet. He's on 42 lap old hards. This is a case of, oh, this is dirty. This is smart from Williams. I tell you what, I hate to say it. I'm not trying to be that guy. This is evil from Williams. What they're doing here is incredible. They had signs holding everyone up so that Albon could do both his stops and go to the end, which he has. And now they're letting Albon hold everyone up to pit both of Sainz's to do both of Sainz's pit stops so that he can be fine. This is phenomenal. It's evil, and I love it. I'll tell you what, James Vowles, he's cooking something special here. Toto's looking at the camera like he knows what's up. Yeah, so watch this gap between Albon and Sainz. It's sit at 4 seconds right now, 4.5 seconds. Look at this. Look how slow out. This is surely there's a point where the FIA have to get over the radio and give him a little hurry up.
Just make Monaco better if you want to solve that problem.
Didn't Antonelli's car die? No, it didn't. That was Alonso, and then Gasly lost all his tires, or one of them.
That was Alonso's car.
Oh, look how slow he is through the chicane, mate. This is ridiculous. They've got a train from P10 to P18.
He gets real slow through the corners and then punches it.
Here we go. Watch this, Sector 3. This is ridiculous.
Watch him go around the... He's going so slow.
Oh, this is a joke. I'll tell you what, George will be fuming. Because... Russell and Antonelli are in the same picture here. They both haven't stopped yet. So they should almost try something similar themselves.
So screwed.
Mercedes is so screwed, yeah. Unless, I reckon you've almost got a situation, and I'm not encouraging this, but it's almost fair game since what Williams are doing. If you're Mercedes, you're going, okay, we're not getting points here. This is a joke. Look at Albon. Does Russell then go, okay, listen, Kimmy, I got you, and take Albon out? And then at least get 1 point. Angry George is funny. He will be sending it right now. Speaking of sending it, Lando Norris, traffic, he's having to get through. Yeah, he's lapping them again, mate. He's lapping them again.
What the hell?
And
he's going to lap them 3 times then.
Yeah, he will do once they stop. That's phenomenal. Angry George. Angry Ginge, but incredibly posh. Look at this. You can see how slow it is. Lando in the chicane. Mickey Mouse would be flying.
So he's got Hulkenberg.
Yeah, he's got Hulkenberg. So he's approaching the back of this. He's about to make this a double lap. But
I think recently, like in this current generation of F1 cars, like multiple lappings don't happen too often.
Yeah.
Because I remember like around Sebastian Vettel time, and in the 2010s there were like sometimes 3 laps.
Yeah.
Like a driver's lap 3 times, but you rarely see 2 or 3 laps now.
Yeah, someone's saying Lewis just pitman changed the tyres. He doesn't need to. He's not going to catch Verstappen. Verstappen's 20 seconds clear, and he's got a minute back to Hadjar. I tell you what, this is a snooze fest for everyone except for the top 4. And Sainz and Albon, because they're having playground activities out here, having a blast.
They're providing the entertainment.
This is so good. It's been 3 laps and he's gained 11 seconds or 4 laps. Can we just let's keep an account of this. Let's wait till when they cross the line next, and I'll take a note of what the interval is, and then we'll go from there. So here we go. 8 cars that Lando's going to have to overtake now. You don't think Leclerc is going to win? I don't think so either, unless Lando's second stop's awful. Russell, yeah, dangerously slow. It's borderline. I do believe it to be borderline. Okay, here we go. They're about to cross the line. Let's see what the gap is. Okay. Interval's going to be 13 seconds or thereabouts. 12.7, I believe. 12.7. Cool. 12.7. Pop it in the chat. There we go. Let's see the gap increase, shall we? Piastri's in. Here we go. Interesting. Well, Verstappen is gaining on him. So, makes a bit of sense.
Stop.
Yeah, Piastri's done now, so decent stop. The top 4 haven't pit already twice, so what you can see above us, Crimson, is the data. And in this line here, these are the tyres, of course, and if they've only got 2, that means that they've only used 2. So from right to left, these are the first tyres, and these are the next ones. Okay, Max getting told to push, meaning we want to cover off Piastri, see if we can overcut him. What happened to Gasly? He didn't have brakes and went into the back of Kimi Antonelli, who somehow is okay. Oh, here you go. Look,
oh, getting close.
George has almost done it. Albon has managed to keep it.
Is George going to crash out?
He's gonna crash out and crash out while crashing out.
Floor it into Sandoval.
They've got a safety car window. Interesting. What happened to Gasly? Yep, so he crashed out. George is about to, figuratively, and probably actually as well. There goes Lando. Lando has just gotten past the Mercs as well, which is going to give Albon even more time. So in 1 lap, he just dropped, what was it, 12.7? He dropped 5 seconds or 4.5 seconds that lap. 4.5 seconds. That is ridiculous.
That's wild.
On a lap, that's a minute 15. So you're driving at like 85% pace. That's fucked. I love it. I love the shithousery. James Vowers right there. He's oh, Norris, speaking of percentages of pace, which I don't usually do, it's coincidental that I did. Lando's just been told to go 100%, so there you go. And what happened to Alonso? He had an engine issue. So Charles better win. I hope he does for his own sake. I'd like Piastri to win, though I think it incredibly unlikely. One of the Mercs got past Williams. George got past.
Oh, I know, because he chucked over the chicane.
Did he? No, he didn't.
He just went flying over the chicane. He's
way.
had enough.
He's gonna...
That's so peak.
Bullshit. Did he actually?
No, he literally just... I don't know if he did it on purpose, but he just went right over the chicane.
You reckon he pretended to lock up?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so fucking
sorry,
peak.
I couldn't make the turn.
Oh no, I made a mistake. And then let me give it back and let Albon pass, and let Antonelli pass while I give the position back.
Yeah.
So Lando's made his pit stop now. Verstappen has gone past, of course. Yeah, he's taken a 10-second penalty. Yeah, he's done that delivery. That's peak. That's incredible.
I told you, he's crashed out.
There you go, leaving the track again. He's actually had enough. George has literally crashed out. He's had enough. He's like, fuck this, I'm going. I don't care. I don't care. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, but he's getting holed up like 5 seconds a lap, so he's going to be able to easily take a 10-second
That is, that's amazing. Here's Albon. Yeah, it's got to be more than a 5-second penalty. Yeah, and I agree, Albon. You shouldn't corner cut. That's mental.
I really want to see a replay of that.
Yeah, please. Where's the onboard?
Directors.
Where's the onboard? Oh my god. That's so funny. He's gone full open lobbies in the Monaco Grand Prix.
He didn't even attempt to make the corner.
No,
as well.
he didn't care.
Turned in the tiniest bit, broke, and then went on the throttle.
George has had it. That's so good. That's so good. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh no, I can't make it. Oh no.
Oh damn it! I didn't make the corner. Crikey go. Oh no, this is different.
Oh, that was a different time. Hang on. Let me see it again.
He tried it
the first time. Oh, I had to avoid the collision. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, George. Who were you trying to convince? I had to avoid a collision. No, you didn't.
He was
No, you
driving
didn't.
erratically. I had to avoid a collision. Oh, really?
Oh, what a shithouse. This is so good. I say what you want about the Monaco Grand Prix. This is phenomenal.
Racing is back.
Yeah,
Racing's reached its peak.
yeah, it's like football is back. This is racing is back.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Antonelli's going to take on a leaf out of his book, I reckon. Albon's screwed then now. There goes the strategy. Actually, no, Russell still has to pit. Valtteri Bottas, my boy, looking over with his beautiful golden locks. Our Adelaide boy. Our Adelaide boy. Our Adelaide boy. Max Verstappen, 4 seconds to Norris. Oh, hang on. Max, hang on, sorry, real quick. 15 seconds or 16 seconds, the gap between Verstappen and Piastri, so we should be fine. Isla, thank you very much for the follow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching on TikTok right now and you want to watch in full screen landscape, head over to twitch.tv/EthanWoodyF1. You can watch all of the good stuff that you're seeing here, just in a little bit better quality, of course. 50 lap hards for Antonelli and Russell. Drive-through penalty. Have that.
Wow.
Have that, George. Drive-through.
Imagine if he gets back behind him again as well.
Oh.
That'd be so good if he comes out and he's behind Albon.
Antonelli's done it again. Antonelli's done it.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, man.
He didn't get the message about don't do this. George has a drive-through. He didn't. They forgot to share that information with him. They're both going to get drive-throughs now.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he's giving it back because they got on the radio and said don't. Is that Verstappen in traffic? Yeah, he is. This is awful. Wow.
He had to avoid the collision.
To be fair, he did. That was pretty early from Albon, that one.
Borderline.
This one, yeah, that one was very early.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That one's valid.
No, that would have been such a good excuse to go for.
But also, I feel like that was pretty well animated, though. Because let's be real, Antonelli knows exactly what he's doing. Yeah, that's fair from Verstappen. Verstappen couldn't make the corner because of the laps car. That's fair. I don't have a problem with that.
That's what Russell said. No, he couldn't make the corner.
Russell's such a shithouse. I love it. So Antonelli at least doesn't have a drive-through, but Russell does. But also at the same time, if he had done that on the first opportunity, he would have been better off. Because he's been slowed down by 4 seconds a lap. If he did it on the first time, he would have been fine. Here we go, Russell's radio. We got a drive-through penalty, but we'll delay it as long as we can. He says, I prefer not to speak. Interesting.
If I speak now, I'm in trouble.
Legit. Max has not done his second pit stop, and Norris is 3 seconds behind. Leclerc is still on for this race win. Not only is he 2.7 behind Norris, he's got a pair of mediums to Lando's hards, which is...
You've got more resources than me, Ethan, so what are the pit stops looking like?
The pit stops. We've got Hamilton yet to pit, Verstappen yet to pit, and you don't care about anyone else, because it doesn't matter. Sainz has to do one more pit stop. Mercedes have to do both. Tsunoda has to do one. Tsunoda will likely finish a P12 or a P11 here. Stroll has to do a pit stop. But yeah, from the important information, you've got Verstappen and Hamilton that still need to pit, which looks at an Isak Hadjar staying where he is because he's 74 seconds behind.
Did you hear about how Anthony Hamilton is looking to join the FIA?
I have. And you know what? I'd back it. Yeah. Okay, Sainz is in. Is that your second stop?
Is it going to be like a Was he going to be like a driver consultant though, or?
I've no idea. All right, so when does Carlos come out? Have they successfully done this? That's phenomenal. That is phenomenal.
Fair play.
How about it? And George gets slowed down by the Ferrari as well on his way through for good measure. I do feel bad for George. While this is funny, and I enjoy watching the chaos, and haha, let's laugh at Mercedes, this is a very, very rough.
This would be something they do in like an 80s or 90s championship battle.
Yeah, this is rough, but also I like it. It's shithouse. I like it from a sporting perspective, an entertainment perspective. If I was Mercedes, I would be fuming. Yeah, I don't blame. I do not blame them at all. What Merc is that on the back of Oscar? I'll be honest. Yeah, it is. I'll be honest. The 81 at high speed through certain corners, it caught my... Because it's rotated, it's pivoted on an angle. I'll be honest, it did look like a bit of a concerning symbol. At a few times. If you catch my drift. Have a watch... If you guys are watching at home, watch Oscar when he's coming through some corners and look at the number on his front wing. In certain angles...
The square numbers.
Yeah, it's got one too many right angles for my liking. Hamilton's in for his second pit stop. It was it's not great. 2.5.
But no one's behind him.
He's got so much time. Lawson would go past. So no, one lap's car. What am I ever going to do? Look at the map. Everyone is in the same 100 meters of space because of this chaos. This is a joke. If you can somehow find... I love this. This is great. That George Russell jumping across the bloody thing was phenomenal.
We held out faith, Ethan, for this Grand Prix and how good it was going to be.
Hey, I'm entertained.
Yeah.
For reasons beyond racing. Kimi Antonelli holding up Yuki Tsunoda here. Do I go for a certain team? I think
so.
I like green.
Pick Sauber.
Yeah, no, not quite. Aston Martin, I would say probably my team in terms of where my loyalty would lie most. They've got my heart, my soul.
Was that also
my money?
You went for Racing Point as well?
I did, yeah. So back when I was obviously nowadays I'm more unbiased. Yeah, last time you watched my live, I was an Aston Martin merch. There's a problem with that though. Is with the green screen situation. I mean, what? It doesn't pick up so nicely. It's faded quite a bit, but before I sort of got involved in it professionally, so to speak, I was a Racing Point fan and then Aston Martin fan. Pretty soon after Aston Martin joined anyway, I started to sort of get a bit more into it as like a job sort of vibe, and you leave your reservations at the door. If you don't, there's this thing called bias, and it's going to screw you over. You can't ever let that sort of stuff ruin your judgment, so, whatever. But Aston Martin would be my team. As far as drivers go, Oscar Piastri, come on. And also Lando. Love a bit of Lando. My nose is itchy. Well, Lando is going to overtake Max without even needing him to stop.
But is Leclerc going to overtake Norris?
It's highly likely. Leclerc can still win this race. He's on the mediums, I'm telling you.
I hope Leclerc wins.
I would like to see that, actually. I would. And also, because it would help Piastri in the championship. So, yeah, go on Leclerc. Come on.
Oh, Pierre.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. Stroll hate is ridiculous, for real.
Yep.
Oh, there's Alex.
Put it on a shirt.
Sorry,
I
Alex.
could tell that laugh was by a rich person.
It was the laugh of, oh shit, here we go, the edits are coming back again.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex is stunning. Mazepin hate is forced. No, it's not. Sorry. Watching that visor camera is incredible when you just... how close they are to the walls. Like, anyway, jumping over the curbs, like, it's phenomenal. I would love Leclerc to win. Mazepin hate is not forced. Unfortunately, the family ties are a bit questionable.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy, but I think Mazepin is the most obvious pay driver in racing history.
Yeah, and beyond that, I just think that I'm not going to get into things for the sake of legality and all that.
But yeah, we know what happened.
Yeah. Mazepin also is just, you know, they're pay drivers. Look, I'm not going to beat around the bush. We've got a few around. In recent times, especially, we have done. Stroll is kind of the one that stands out. Yeah.
There are a lot of pay drivers, but then there are pay drivers.
Yeah. Let's say Stroll, okay? Everyone knows Stroll's there because of his father. Sure, he earned his way into F1, he did well in F2, all these good things, cool. Questions around his F2 stuff. Yep, so you got question marks around that, whatever. Difference is, Lance Stroll as an individual, take the circumstances away, he's a nice lad.
He's chill.
He's a chill guy. He's an awkward guy, and so he rubs people the wrong way because he doesn't like to be interviewed, and he doesn't manage that maybe as well as he could. I feel like he could do a better job of trying to be a little bit, you know, he could at least try and fake it a little bit, and sometimes I feel like he lets himself down, kind of plays into it a little bit. But it's the same thing. If you think about the naughty kid at school, if they just get told off all the time for things they're not doing, they're not going to get any, like, obviously they're just going to like be like, oh, fuck you then. Like, no, Mazepin, not that I know him personally. Of course, I have met Lance, so I could speak a little bit more on him as a person than I can Mazepin, but, and from people I talk to, I don't know, quite an entitled character, unfortunately. But all power to him. I mean, he's doing alright. He's
in LMP2 now and stuff.
Yeah, but also we there has been court cases filed against him as well.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I'm not.
He's found his place.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily for the best, but he found a place. Max is pushing on a little bit now. Get Checo back.
I think the Perez hate was
Forced as well.
Way too much.
Look at the second Red Bull seat. Look at it. The car is just that crap. Max is that good.
I think we didn't enjoy Perez while it lasted because he was, in retrospect to the second drivers that have succeeded him, he did alright.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, Perez is a good driver on merit. If you like for like, you know how like, obviously in the F1 games they give you a rating, okay, whatever, you can chuck him where you want. Perez was a good driver.
Yeah, I think Perez, if he was still in F1, he'd be around 8th or 7th right now.
He'd be doing better than what the current lads are doing for sure.
Yeah,
in my opinion. Also, though, he's had more time in the team, would be slightly better at controlling the ever difficult Red Bull car. If Mazepin did a Latifi, he would be Stroll. Huh?
What?
The fuck does that mean? He did do a Latifi many times, and he was still Mazepin.
If Stroll did a Latifi, he'd be a Mazepin.
No, I'm not going to have that. No. Nah. Stroll is Stroll. We're looking at a guy who has got podiums in his career.
Yeah, pole position as well.
Yeah. What a lap.
He's got a seasoned career.
What? Brody, watch yourself, mate. Where have you been?
Why?
Where have you been? Why? Because you had me banned on TikTok Live for a week once.
Yeah, that was a while ago, mate.
Where are you?
I'm at home.
Have you been out?
I just got home from work.
Nice, brother. Good shit.
Who's winning?
Max.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, but he's going to pit and end up 4th.
Oh.
Tough.
So you got me excited there for not a whole lot of reason.
The reason was to let you down.
Who's
So,
gonna win?
Lando or Leclerc? Actually, I would go get on your TV and watch it, mate. It's proper good.
Leclerc will win.
Yeah, I think he might. I think he might. If Max knows what's good for him, and again,
who's currently leading?
Max, but Lando's in front of Leclerc. Lando's in front of Leclerc, but it's a 7/10 difference. Leclerc's on mediums, Norris is on hards, roughly the same tyre life. Mate, it was incredible. The Williamses, you're going to see this back. Not particularly, not legal ones at least. George Russell, mate. So the Williamses, it was like Williams, Mercedes, and the Williamses had one person, because it's 2 mandatory stops, they had one person do both of their pit stops while the other one held them up, and then they switched places and had the other one hold them up, and it was like 4 seconds a lap of holding up, and then held them up and let them do their 2 stops. That's a 40 seconds worth of a gap that you've want to make up there twice, and they've succeeded. But George, towards the end of the second box, here we go, he's doing his second pit stop. He has a drive-through penalty because he cut the chicane deliberately because he was like, fuck this, I'm not staying behind this. He crashed out. George crashed out and cut the chicane to overtake Albon and got a drive-through penalty.
But George is still in.
Yeah, he's got a drive-through.
Oh, right.
He's got a drive-through and still has to do another pit stop. He'll end up like 14th.
He's boxing now. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so he's pitting now, but then at the end of the race, he still has to do a drive-through.
But then what were Williams thinking then? Just to get Sainz ahead? Because he's not catching up to Lawson.
No, it's just so they could get 9th and 10th, because it's a race against Mercedes.
Yeah.
So Williams don't give a shit about what's happening in front. It's just a matter of how are we going to get the most points to the train that's next to us.
That's wild that like Williams is comfortably beating Mercedes.
Yeah. Well, pace, I think Merc would be a bit better, but obviously we know this is Monaco.
You said that 5 years ago. Oh my god.
That's what Ethan literally said about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 2020. Jesus.
Yeah. Leclerc complaining that Norris is slow. Question being, is he just taking his time with it? Yeah.
There's so much advertising on the barriers these days.
Yeah. I tell you why, because it's about 10 grand for each panel they have, I reckon. It'd be, obviously I'm pulling a number out of my ass, but yeah, I respect it. They've got some nice Disney promotion.
Enough money anyway for charging like
they get rid of,
$500.
Yeah.
Can they get rid of the Louis Vuitton things?
Yeah. I don't like the Louis Vuitton ones, I'll be honest. It doesn't match. The colour's not quite right. Flyboy, thank you for the follow.
I want my Rolex back.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I prefer Rolex to Tag Heuer as a title sponsor.
F1 2019, all of the Rolex sponsorships everywhere.
Yeah.
That was peak.
I don't mind the Aramco ones.
Rolex, Tag Heuer, and Aramco. That's what I like.
Yeah. Heineken is okay. What was it? What was it previously?
Heineken, well, Heineken Zero.
That was at Peroni for a bit? Or is that race to race, I think?
Yeah, Jack Daniels is in there as well.
On there, I just saw one.
What'd you see?
Heineken.
Yeah, Heineken's still about, yeah.
Yeah.
Salesforce, yep, they're a major one. How are we talking about the sponsors in the Monaco Grand Prix where Leclerc's half a second behind Norris? This is where we're at. Also, don't count out Piastri because he's 2.7 behind. You know, but we're talking about Lando going slow. Is this why? Albon has switched back with Carlos now.
Why aren't they showing Leclerc and Norris? It's like half a second between them. Something's going to happen.
Oh, yeah, this is going to get heated. This is going to get heated.
Now, back to the advertising, though.
Yeah.
Why? If they're going for this much advertising, why are they leaving little gaps in the bloody... in the advertising, and there's just bits of Armco?
Safety. I don't know. I don't know. It's illegal to advertise Marlboro? Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, that'd be actually peak. Go back to 1995.
Oh yeah, let's encourage some lung cancer amongst the youth, the ever impressionable young audience of Formula One.
But you see here,
the alcohol. Yeah.
But doesn't McLaren are sponsored by like a nicotine company from race to race? So what's the deal?
Yeah,
with that?
Velo. It's Velo. There it is. We're looking at it right now. The Velo.
Yeah.
It's I learned this the other day at uni. I didn't know that it was, and some kid in my class whips out a Zin, and I'm like, that's a fucking disgrace. And then he was like, how can you say that? You got McLaren phone case, you know. And McLaren are sponsored by them. I was like, what?
A McLaren running a retro livery just with a white dot on the.
Yeah, there they are.
Yeah.
That's it.
They couldn't be asked. Yeah.
That's actually incredible.
It's incredible. And also, are you watching it? Yeah. Watch Oscar Piastri's front wing when they pan to it. It looks a little bit, and even Lando's as well, at certain angles, it looks like a questionable symbol.
Wait, velo.com.
Velo, yeah, that's yeah, there's Zins, the nicotine pouch things.
Are you sure it's Velo?
Positive, VELO. Yeah.
I thought Velo was the Adelaide 500.
Me too. Yeah, no, but it's spelled differently. It's Velo, VALO. But
apparently, Velo like just dumped a crap ton of money into the Adelaide 500 and then had to drop the sponsor because they didn't have enough money to pay for the sponsorship.
Already?
Yeah, it's rebranded to like the Adelaide Grand Final.
When?
Like
yeah,
a few weeks
Snus.
ago.
That's what it's called, Snus. Yeah. Came into a Snus convo. Who do I think will win? Honestly, I have no idea. Does
Leclerc,
Lando?
come on, look at him.
I'd like Leclerc to win. Leclerc or Piastri. I hate saying that because I love Lando, but I want Oscar to win the championship.
No.
Yeah. Why don't you want Oscar to win? What the fuck? Max. Fuck you.
Well, truthfully, I want Nico Hulkenberg to win, but you know, that's out of the picture.
Does Max still need a pit? Yes, he does. He's waiting for a safety car.
Hulkenberg. He does drive.
He what?
I didn't know Nico was back on the grid.
You fool. You fool.
Wait, Color Pinto's racing?
Yes,
Oh, wait, yeah.
Jack Doohan got dropped and then got death threats and stuff like that. Max still needs to putt. Oh yeah, he's playing golf.
And then apparently the Franco Colapinto fans are really wild.
Yeah. Yeah, it's similar sort of fan base to the Mexican fan base, I feel.
Oh yeah.
Very passionate, very extreme. Good, but also bad at sometimes. So yeah, we're looking at a situation where Sonoda still has to pit, Antonelli has to pit twice, so he's going to drop 40 seconds back and finish plumb last.
Can Red Bull fix their car, please?
They don't have Nui anymore, so no. Liam Dowling, thank you for the follow.
Proper Red Bull downfall.
Yeah, we are. We have been. We're watching it.
Yeah. And Verstappen's going to go to AMR, I reckon.
Yep. He sure will. He goes to Aston Martin or he retires.
You reckon?
Yep.
Like, does he wait for Fernando to retire, or is Stroll finally dropped?
I'll be honest. There you go. Lando's just said exactly what I thought he would want. He's slowing them down so that Oscar can get some pressure. Oscar Piastri just followed me, guys. Oh my god, no way. How's he done this? He's got a phone in his cockpit. Shit. No way. Kimmy's done a mega job on those tires. Oscar Piastri just followed me on TikTok. He said hello as well. How about it? Can you imagine a red flag right now?
Maybe the stream's delayed and there is a red flag, and Piastri's on his phone right now during the red flag.
Yo, actually, hang on. It happens in 2 laps. Yo, Rodrigo, Portugal Gaming, WUG1, my friend. Let's go, Isak. Yeah. Fuck. Well in, lad. I did say he'd finish P6 with the early stops that he's done, though Ocon is right on him. So, but I say that, it's Monaco, he'll be fine.
The air horns.
What's he saying about the red flag? Russell's in again, that's his drive-through. Max needs to pit, guys. Max does need to pit. Lando being held up by Max a bit. He actually wouldn't... Wait,
well,
Russell's pit?
Not really close.
Russell's pit?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he served his second stop 2 laps ago. Never mind.
He did.
Well, because he did a drive-through. And then
Was one of them a drive... the other one was a drive-through. Right, okay, my bad. My bad. I didn't pay attention. This might be the most boring Monaco Grand Prix ever. No, no, it's been a lot
Why has
worse.
Russell gone onto the hard tyres?
With 7 laps to go?
Not go soft.
Can't be arsed, I guess. This is going to be close. Leclerc is going to win it. What do you mean the most boring Monaco Grand Prix? Lad, he's going to go for a last lap overtake. Heroic into Saint Devote.
We literally saw a comedy show with Williams and Russell.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that was the best entertainment I've seen in Formula 1 forever. George had enough and cut the chicane.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. We're looking at Leclerc now, who is consistently quicker. Last lap, though, Piastri also consistently quicker. Piastri 8/7 into Leclerc last lap. This is going to be close.
This season has just been a banger, though.
Yeah. Mate.
Almost every single race has just been banger after banger.
And this is the problem with introducing new regs.
Yeah, it just resets everyone.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, Brody, you haven't been watching much at all.
Nah, just since Australia, I haven't.
Yeah. Why isn't Max pitting? Well, I can tell you exactly why. It doesn't matter when he pits. If there's a red flag, good. If there's not, he'll pit on the last lap. He's got 50 seconds.
Antonelli's going to drop down
Hamilton.
so far. He's last.
Yeah, he has to do another stop too. Yeah, Antonelli finishes last. That's a shame.
What? It's because he didn't answer my DM.
Yeah. Well, he did once.
Yeah.
And then he got signed to Mercedes. Yeah, and then that was it.
That's going on my CV though. If I ever become like a scout or something. Or
Well,
a
you
talent manager.
scouted Antonelli. I feel like anyone in their fucking grandfather could have done that.
Like in his Formula 4 days, just as he was making his Formula 4 debuts.
Oh, was it really? Was it that long ago? Was it?
Yeah, like literally his first season of Formula 4.
Yeah, what was he? 16?
Oh,
Yeah.
Been like 12.
Yeah, he would have been 5. Yeah, he had a booster seat. Okay, so we've got 5 laps left, and you can see Piastri is now on the back of that top 3 fight. Verstappen, obviously. The problem is, what was that, Brody?
Is Antonelli still 18?
Yeah, he is. Unk status, Brody, F1 driver younger than you. Here we go, Leclerc's right on the back of this now. I reckon he'll give it a crack down the main straight here because he is incredibly close. He's incredibly close. Here we go. How's he going through the swimming pool?
This is where the Monaco fans go pretty well.
Oh, he's wiggly. No, he's not going to get it done yet. Unless he has a really good RAS gas. I can't see because that building. No, he's not. Oh, he might. He might actually. He's got it. Chuck the battery. But the thing is, Lando can have plenty of battery here because, he's just charging the whole way. Never mind.
Put on, buddy, save mode the whole lap until straight with the DR.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. How is anyone going to overtake, man? Well, we're about to see. Charles Leclerc's going to put on a banger. Annika, what happened to hang on, Leclerc radio? He's doing many mistakes. Yes, he is. You're gonna capitalize on one of them. You just got to put the pressure on Lando, and chances are he might be making an error. Behrman has cooked. He's done pretty well. Yeah, those early stops worked well for him. Max Verstappen. What are we watching?
Look at him.
Nothing.
He's just majestic.
Oh, we're looking at his tires. They don't look too bad. Jeff Bezos.
Why are we looking at Jeff Bezos?
I like Jeff Bezos.
Get out of here.
This is going to be an entertaining end. Oh, Lando
it'll be like the
Norris.
Lance Stroll thing all over again.
Yeah, Jeff
Leclerc's going to
Bezos.
overtake Lando in the first corner, and they cut to Bezos.
There we go.
Hadjar the third.
Or if Lando wiggles on the exit of the first corner and Leclerc doesn't, with a close enough,
And they both crash.
Oscar wins. No, at that point, if there's a red flag, Verstappen wins. Okay, first of all,
Show the gap. Why do they not show the gap?
because it doesn't work properly. The timing. Remember, George was just like dropping off the face of the earth the other day, like a couple weeks ago. Does Lando risk, like fully stopping and letting Oscar overtake? No, because Oscar's his championship rival. He wouldn't want. Never mind. Recreate the F2 crash. That's not something you want to do.
I reckon has to be within 3/10.
Oh, here we go. Look at Leclerc on the exit here. He's well and truly all
Oh,
over
he'll
it.
get him down the next straight for sure.
He has to.
He's literally
Oh,
pushing
mate.
him through the corner.
This. I love this angle.
This is.
But he will be a bit. Yeah, he's a bit too close. He needs to get. Oh, mate. Lando, if you wiggle on the exit here, you're fucked. But Oscar's there to pick up the crumbs. Here we go. 4 laps to go. Once they 3 laps to go. Sorry. I can't count. Here we go. Does Lando exit? Well, I'd like to see. Oh, mate.
Piastri got so close to the wall there.
I tell you, he has he skimmed it a couple of times. Crashgate 2.0 in 3 laps. Who's going to do the crash? Sonoda, yeah. Wow.
Mate, Max is just having a good old time out there, isn't he?
Yeah, but Max will pit last lap or next lap. Hadjar is really impressive. Yes, he is. Yeah. Sonoda crash. Could you imagine?
I love Hamilton. Are they still ahead by a minute?
Yeah.
That is
Yes, they are. Here comes
Can I
Max.
still catch him?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, the problem with the Sonoda Crashgate call, though...
Why did they just box Sonoda?
The fuck? Wait, that's not Max? Never mind. I was going to say, the problem with the Sonoda Crashgate situation is that if the pit lane closes due to the crash, then Max DNFs because he hasn't done the second stop.
Well, if he's not in the pit lane, then I'm sure it won't. Then I'm sure it won't close.
Yeah, but if they're recovering a vehicle, who knows? I don't know. Here we go. We've got 2 laps to go. Charles will be all over him.
There's nothing he can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it is Monaco though, which is why I'm a bit sad.
Bro was ignoring my comment. What's the comment? F2 crash, and then at RU. What are you talking about? Lewis and his radios. Yeah, my guy is not happy with the service he's getting.
Oh, why is Grey's Anatomy?
Patrick Dempsey. Is that Grey's Anatomy?
No,
Yeah,
no, hang on. Yeah, no, what's his name?
Thought it was.
No.
I don't know who he is.
Doctor. Hang on, no.
Dr.
No,
House.
No, I know it is.
Here we go.
Shepherd. Got it. I got it.
Look at that beautiful graphic on the screen there. Verstappen hasn't pitted. He will this lap, so he'll come in and then he'll finish in front of Hamilton still.
Red flag right now. Do it. Do
George
it.
Russell, fastest lap for good measure. Has he done his drive-through? Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah. Honestly, Williams have cooked here. Williams did the dark arts to the nth degree.
Are
And
they getting off scot-free then?
Williams. Yeah. What they did was legal. It was filthy, but it was legal. There you go, Verstappen's in. So Lando will probably tear off a little bit now. This is a Lando Norris race when we're on the final lap of the Monaco Grand Prix, barring a generational fumble from Lando Norris, a little a wall tap or something like that.
Generational fumble though, doesn't he?
He
Like
has it in
Russell
him.
Singapore.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So guys, Verstappen's going to finish 4th, Hamilton 5th. Here comes, Lando's tearing off. So there's your podium. Norris, Leclerc, Piastri. It was entertaining at times, I can't lie.
Just don't speak until the race is over. You never know.
Yeah.
Watch not spin it. It's gonna happen. Where is Charles? Oh my god, he's dropped a lot.
Yeah, Lando's just been saving, I reckon.
Mm.
Why bother pushing though? Like, why are you risking it, dude?
Yeah, look at the gap.
What the hell?
What are you
Mental.
doing?
He's just locked in.
Purple,
2
he
seconds
wants to
ahead
get the fastest lap. Can you imagine if he hits the fucking wall here? Unreal.
now. Final corner.
Imagine.
No.
He's done it.
Good.
Lando Norris, the British man, he wins in Monaco Grand Prix.
Monaco.
From pole, guys. He's won from pole.
The top
yeah.
the top 4 stay as they are.
Yeah.
Max,
Oh, Antonelli up to 4th. What a performance! And Albon.
Alex Albon, he's 4th place. What a drive.
5th.
Oh, Williams
The
have
voice of
cooked.
Williams.
P4, P5. Have that. Oh, never mind. Guys, what the fuck?
Hamilton down to 8th.
Ah,
Gee.
where's Lance Stroll? Come on.
back top 5 from qualifying.
No, because Hamilton had a penalty. Russell, P7 after what was a really rough race for him. You know, he served that penalty and he's still P7. Yeah, that's it.
That's the end. That's the
They've
classification.
hidden they hid the classification because they know it's fucked. See, they weren't accounting for people to be 3 laps behind. Anyway, who wants to sing "God Save the King"? Me? I think me.
Me.
No. No. Ugh.
Big ups, Lando. We did it, he says. You got to feel for Charles, but also you don't.
He's already won his
Yeah, he's already won it.
Get in line.
And it's not like anything unfortunate happened. He didn't have a shit pit stop. It was just Monaco.
Chicane.
Oh, Lando Norris taking the George Russell line there, cutting the chicane.
That's a 5-second time penalty. Sorry, I lost the Grand Prix.
He could have killed one of the marshals doing that.
Yeah, I think he saw that there wasn't one
Unacceptable
there.
standards.
George
I just
Russell.
An iPhone 6, so they've paid 10 grand to go to this race, but they still have an iPhone 6. That is incredible.
The iPhone 6
Priorities.
slander is crazy.
That is wild. They are literally paying $10,000 to watch. No, I can't stand by that.
Someone says, onto the Indy 500. Not for me.
Yep. I resonate with that.
I'm sure you do, Charles. I'm sure you do. Lando Norris wins the Monaco Grand Prix.
Is that a tennis court on the roof?
Yeah, it is. Multiple. This is Monaco, baby. Brody, one day when we're in Monaco, we can go play tennis on the roof. It's the first time I'll agree to playing tennis with you.
Alright. Oh my god. I'm currently babysitting someone's dog because they're on a holiday in Monaco. Screw them.
Wait, actually.
They're not currently in Monaco. They're in Dubai, but then they go to Monaco in like 3 days.
They really messed up the timing on that one.
Yeah, a bit too late then.
Well, it's probably like $5 billion cheaper.
Yeah, no dead ass. And you still get a bit of the vibe.
Well, I mean, it's also just a very nice place to go.
Yeah, exactly. 2 Monegasque people on the podium. Yeah, you got Charles Leclerc and Oscar Piastri.
Since when the hell has he been Monegasque?
Mate, when he got adopted last year.
Huh?
He's Piastri Leclerc. Legally. He's adopted. Leclerc adopted him.
I clearly missed some meme last year.
You did. You did. Someone says Red Bull sucks. Well, not necessarily.
Someone is right.
Someone is correct.
Hang on.
Is he gonna do a
Oh
crowd
my
dive?
god. Surely not. No, because if you try and jump on that, it slides out from underneath you. He's
I'll
gonna
catch him.
eat shit. Kez, it is Mackenzie. Who? Who's Mackenzie?
But why did they just have the singular blue suit for Leclerc?
What do you mean?
Nothing on the livery, and I don't think Hamilton had a blue suit as well.
Oh yeah, what the hell's that about?
Yeah,
Interesting.
that would have been such a good livery.
Hang on, is
I
Zach
don't know
Brown
how much
gonna?
HP is paying him.
Yeah, is Zach Brown gonna drop a "Who's your daddy"? I hope he does.
Yeah.
Who's your daddy? That's your daddy. He said that after quali.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He's always reminded me of Happy Hogan from the Marvel movies.
Mate, no. I've got a better one.
No, I agree with that.
I do agree with you, but I'm gonna tell you there's a better one,
Right.
and he sounds exactly like him too. What's his name? Hang on, let me pull it up. Okay,
Oh, Premier League final day.
is that today?
Yep. But we've already won the league.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Oh, such a good feeling to win the league.
Are you a Liverpool man?
Mm-hmm.
I've always been a Liverpool man.
I'm actually so proud of myself for knowing that Liverpool are leading.
I'm so proud for knowing that Arsenal is in second for like, what is it, the 5th year in the row now? At least you're consistent.
Got 3 things to say.
Guys, Kevin James. You know Kevin James? Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Nah.
I'm telling you, he looks
Oh,
like.
actually,
Okay, I'm pulling it up on my camera right now. I've got my iPad. Let me quickly pull it up.
I kind of see it.
I sent it to my sister. He's got a beard on him now, and he looks like him. He's got a bit older. He looks like him, and also he sounds like him as well. Let me go into
I
my.
actually watched the Pixels movie the other day with him in.
All right, quickly have a look at my stream. Is that not? That's fucking him. That is Zach Brown, and you can't disagree with me. Sorry. Look at my stream.
All right. I'm checking now. Okay.
Now.
I watched a movie with him in it the other day. I got fresh memory.
No. But that was an old movie. Trust me. In the movies.
No, that movie was new. Pixels.
That's like 5-10 years ago now, dude. That's like old.
Yeah, but I still think Happy Hogan's a bit
No,
similar. Of a
no.
character.
Zach is. Are you looking at this?
I am.
That's identical, and he sounds like him. Trust me.
Mall Cop is peak.
No, actually, I've watched it. I can't lie.
What?
It is good.
Shall I go watch it now when I go to bed?
You call me uncultured, but you haven't watched Mole Cop?
Sorry,
Yeah,
that's one
like
film.
Not watching the That's like not watching the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
Mate, I did indeed watch that. I watched that at my house with my ex and her friend, and we were like jumping up and screaming.
I still remember like
I was
exactly the
screaming
final
on
lap.
TV.
Yeah, because mate, we were so happy that Max won. I'll tell you what.
I was just confused.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mate, me and Archie were having some pretty rough messes.
Oh my god, dude! Do you know how many times we would get into it? Because obviously I was in defense of Max because, well, Max did nothing wrong and honestly deserved to win over the whole season, in my opinion.
Agreed.
But like, obviously, you can't argue the fact that Lewis should have won that race. But then also, I don't like. It wasn't rigged. A decision was made, and it went against Lewis, and that's just unlucky sporting code. You know,
I mean,
that's
I'm sure he's not gonna cry. He's like, I've only got 7 world championships.
Well, I mean,
I've got such a bad.
he did.
career."
I mean, he almost retired after it. But anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah,
went off the
but he's
grid
definitely
for
not sure
3
of
months.
success.
Yeah. Yeah, we are talking about 2021, Jordan. But yeah, no, me and Archie, we used to get into it. It's quite funny.
I was surrounded by so many Lewis fans.
Yeah, unlucky, mate.
And now I am again, now that he's driving for Ferrari.
True.
Like, Aiden is frothing over him.
Yeah, that's real
I'm
talk.
like, dude. Just.
You're like, dude, are you?
I'm like, no.
You're like, dude.
Just because he's wearing red does not mean he's still not. Oh, he just frustrates me.
I don't know. I don't really have much of a problem with him as a person. I think he's alright.
Hashtag bless.
Exactly. That is exactly why he's frustrating.
He's a vegan and he's hashtag blessed.
Yeah.
Okay. Pew pew pew. Pew pew.
McLaren's first Monaco win since 2008.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, right. Ooh.
Lando, happy little chap. It was a beautiful race. There was a lot of funny things in it. Wasn't necessarily racing entertaining, probably not. Also,
yeah, but towards the end it kind of
Yeah,
picked up and it was all right.
yeah,
Not the worst Monaco Grand Prix.
I've seen worse.
Yeah.
Lucky, I know, yeah, it wasn't great, was it? Optimism.
Wasn't really a bore fest, but I'd say it's a pretty good race.
The pitting rule, W or L.
Kind of an L.
L.
It got me about 3,000 views on Instagram, so it's all right.
It
For Instagram, that's crazy good.
It got us a George Russell crash out, which is good.
Yeah,
Did he
I
have a
think
crash
that's
out?
that's the hardest I've laughed at F1 for quite a while.
That was incredible, mate. You missed that, didn't you, Brody?
Mate, I only saw the last 10 laps.
Yeah.
I didn't have the audio on.
Did someone say always making rules so Max doesn't win? Such a robbery. That has to be rage bait. And if it's not, I'd like you to explain why you think that's the case.
2 out of 10 rage bait.
That's fucking
Oh, yeah.
shite.
It's
As
like
a
saying
Max
Norris
fan,
is
I
top 3
disagree.
McLaren driver.
That is the worst take ever.
As a semi-committed Max fan, I severely disagree.
Yeah, they made the rules at the start of the race. Actually, it's the start of the season.
They wrote the script. It's WWE.
Yeah,
But they rigged it so Verstappen would lose.
yeah. There we go. Let's listen to the radio thing.
I agree.
Piastri not happy about Max trying to overtake him on the yellows.
It's funny seeing them watch the like all the highlights though, because it's pretty much the same reaction all the fans have because they don't know
Yeah.
what's going on.
Who's that? Me? Why are they turning it down?
I didn't push one lap on the final lap. I didn't think it was amazing, to be honest. Like once I put.
There we go.
Nice.
Well in. So this is confirmed Lando's girlfriend then. Like it's a hard launch. That's what they like to call it nowadays, right?
Was that a good debut, chat?
What, girlfriend debut?
No, I'm talking about Oscar
Is she
Piastri's
out?
debut at the Monaco Grand Prix.
What?
Not watching it right now. Is she 8?
Brody, watch it. I'm sure she's a lovely person and that's all that matters, Brody. Oh, look, he's being saluted.
Zach Brown's always chuckling. He's got like a nice menacing laugh.
I love Zach. He's so nice, and anyone that says he's not doesn't get business. He's ruthless in business and charming and charismatic and nice and funny outside
He
of
sees
it.
the business and entertainment side, but
Yeah.
he's actually good at managing a team.
Yeah. He even comes to Australia for supercars.
Yeah. So does Michael Massey, actually.
Not by choice anymore. He was forced back. Here we go. Oscar Piastri! 1 a.m. for school? Mate, unlucky, dude. Oh, wait. Sorry, you don't have to get up at 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m., but you have to get up for school. Right. I didn't process that. My dumb ass thought that that was a totally normal statement, that you had to get up at 1 a.m. for school. Shows where I'm at with my sleep schedule. Mate, we're going to have a
You guys are
full...
lucky.
Yeah, we don't have school. We have uni, so that's cool. Mate, I don't finish until 6 p.m. 2 days a week. Lando steps up onto the podium. Second race win of the season. Max, to this point, had won more races than Lando. Let that sink in.
No,
Well
you stands
done.
it up for the national anthem, Ethan.
Yeah, of course, mate.
Prince Albert. Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you God Save the King. There we go. Yes! Lift the trophy!
I really wish they played it twice, even though the
Yeah.
driver and the manufacturer got the same
That'd
one.
be jokes, wouldn't it?
That'd just be funny.
Princess Charlene of Monaco. Well in. We love you. Should have let
You reckon
Charles
she
win.
had to pay for her tickets.
Yeah. Yeah, she probably did. Mate, those high heels are really high. She's already so tall. Why would you need to? Vibes, I guess. And you know what?
She
I
looks
get.
like Taylor Swift.
She gave it to the wrong person. Goofy.
The Monaco curse.
She-
Shut up.
She didn't pay for her ticket, but she also didn't give the trophy to the right person. I think we let her off. Way,
Yeah,
Oscar.
we'll let it slide this time.
Mate, Oscar's cracked. Don't even. Are we ready? Shazza, I think that's confirmed. Are you ready?
Has Piastri not finished second this year?
Don't believe so. Here we go, Zachy boy. You ready? You ready? Whoa! Zach is built different, man. Here we go. The British national anthem, not Grand Prix. God save our gracious King. So slow. Long live our noble King. God save the King.
Is it King or Queen?
King. Send him victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save our King.
Hallelujah.
God save the King. Bringing out here.
Well done, lads.
Streets of Monaco.
I'm wearing my quadrant hoodie right now and I'm buzzing.
You have a quadrant hoodie. They've not sent me one.
Yeah.
Fuming. I'm gonna have to word. Quadrant's like a different place than what it used to be. Anyway, I need not go into it.
But like the hoodie I've got was from like 2022.
It's an OG.
Perfectly.
I rate it.
Yeah.
So we're still
Like
small.
Speed Joe.
That's cool. Yeah, Brody's still growing. Silly git. Dude, you should see Brody's new setup, by the way. He's got a proper Moser. It's elite.
Ooh. Here's the champagne.
Mate, how does this work? There it is.
I don't know how much I like the live band, I'll be honest. They're kind of killing the vibe.
How dare you?
Sorry, it's actually off. It's a little bit slower than it should be.
I'm
Or at least
surprised you
God
didn't
Save the
get
King
in
was, at least.
Like during the race, I'm surprised you didn't get another one of those. If you're watching on TikTok, make sure you go over to Ethan Buddy on Twitch so you can get all the view.
Do you want me to tell you why?
And Skyglass costumes.
Yeah, I need them to hit their red button on their remote. But I'll tell you why,
Yeah.
because there was nothing to look at. So why bother? Oh, wow, guys, look at the tie. Oh, no one gives a shit. Yeah. It was a bit of those. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in for the Monaco Grand Prix. We'll catch you in a week or two's time. Where are we going? We're going with Canada next, right?
Oh,
Why does Lando's
be.
dad have two different colour shoes?
fashion. It's a rich person thing.
Yeah, he actually almost ran me down. Did I tell you about that when I was going back? Because obviously I told you about my sister's situation the other day. I told you about how he almost ran me down, right?
Like these little tidbits of lore that I've never heard about. So no,
yeah, so you know how my sister's had her situation at the Grand Prix and had to go back and like take her to the hospital or whatever. Well, she took him to hospital in an ambulance. I told you about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I was on my way back in and like trying to get back through the gates, Lando's dad just flies through like no regard for the fact that I was in the middle of the road crossing, just on his little fucking electric scooter. Just absolutely sent it. It was great. Okay, let's see what race is next. I believe Spain and then Canada. So we've got Spain 1st of June. So next weekend we're going to Spain, then we head to Canada. So Spanish Grand Prix, Canadian Grand Prix 2 weeks later, then Austria.
Yeah, so 10:30, 3:30 a.m. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. And then the mighty British Grand Prix. Of which I am holding out on the prayers that I might attend, but we'll see.
I'm heading to the Singapore Grand Prix, so that'll be fun.
Mate, better than me. One up. Lovely stuff, ladies and gentlemen. We'll catch you next weekend. We'll see you